Rob Thomson, as the Phillies manager, I think has done overall has been more good than he's been bad. I think for the most part, his win percentage is high. He won 95 games last year. He won 96 games this year. The year before, the Phillies ended up winning 90 games. And the year prior to that, he was 65 and 46 after taking over for Joe Girardi, who got fired about 50 games into the year. They've been to the postseason all 4 times. They have regressed in the postseason, but I do believe that Rob Thomson has been more good than he has been bad. The reason I'm surprised that Rob Thomson is back as manager, now I don't think he was very good this series. I think that he had a chance to do a couple of different things. If he could go back and do them again, I think he may change his direction. There was the decision to pull Christopher Sanchez and go to Dave Roberts, which worked, but then you go, or David Robertson, excuse me. Then you go back to him, it backfires, it didn't make a whole lot of sense. There was the decision to do you or do you not pull Christopher Sanchez in Game 5, right? Do you go to Joan Duran? Do you save him? I was in the camp of going to Duran to get the big out, but I know a lot of people didn't love it. Do you bunt Stott in that situation? Do you not pinch run for Castellanos in that same spot? There were things that Rob Thomson, I think, would like to have back. And I think we as fans would like Rob Thomson to have back. But I don't necessarily think it was Rob Thomson's managing was the reason as to why I'm surprised that he's back. I'm surprised that he's back because when you have a situation that has happened over the last couple of seasons and you lose the way that you've lost over the last couple of seasons, specifically in the exact same format, elite level starting pitching and the top of your lineup not producing. We've just talked about it. They were not good this year and they were not good last year. And whether it was Turner and Harper and Schwarber at the top of the lineup, or it was Schwarber and Harper and Turner and Castellanos at the top of the lineup, those guys did not do enough over the last 2 seasons to help you win games. That's not Rob Thomson's fault. But when you have players and you have managers, the old adage comes into play, you really can't fire players. So what do? You turn to a different voice. You turn to a different person in the locker room to perhaps just kickstart a fire. You saw it with Joe Girardi. The team was anemic. They were lifeless, and they really didn't have a whole lot of feel other than apathy. Girardi gets fired. Thomson comes in. The players start playing a little bit more loose and free and playing to how they like to play. Rob Thomson, who has been an excellent players manager over the course of his career, did that in Philadelphia and allowed the guys to be who they were, and they shined, right? They went to the World Series. They went back to the NLCS. They've won the division each of the last 2 years. And you can say regular season success does not equate to postseason success, which is true. The Phillies lineup has failed Rob Thomson more than Rob Thomson has failed the Phillies lineup. But when you have a team that is constructed the way that the Phillies are, more times than not, it becomes very difficult to get off of the players. So instead, you turn to the manager. And unfortunately, in a lot of cases, managers lose their job because of these exact types of situations. So while I do think Rob Thomson has been really, really good for the Phillies and more good than bad over the last 4 seasons, I am a little bit surprised that he's keeping his job today and keeping his job for next year, because you almost just feel like there needed to be a new regime and a fit change for the coaching staff. I like Rob Thomson a lot. I don't wish the guy any ill will, but I am stunned that he is coming back for 2026.